Today, we're talking tattoos. More specifically, my tattoos. Now, welcome back to the daddy daughter Disney duo. And this episode is going to be a little bit different, as, first of all, Nayeli is going to be on the other side of the camera today, as she's going to be doing a little bit of filming. And as always, every video is 100% edited by her. So if you have liked what you've seen in the past, the different special effects that she has created, that's all thanks to her, and it'll continue to be that way moving forward. Now, as I was saying though, we are a dad and a daughter that love all things Disney. And as you can see in these videos, I clearly have a Coco tattoo on my arm here. And not only that, I actually have quite a bit more Disney tattoos that I'm going to show off today in this video. A few people in the comments have noticed that I have them. They've asked about them. And then my daughter Nayeli also asked if we could make a special video today where I talk all about my tattoos, why I got them, what inspired me to get them, the meaning behind them, why they're so special to me, and maybe even talk about the tattoo artist that I chose to do them, and just take a little deep dive, a little tour of the different pieces that I chose to get. So, with that said, thank you for joining us, but I'm going to go ahead and get changed into something a little bit more comfortable that allows me to show them off a little bit easier. Stay tuned. All right, so as you can see, I am pretty heavily tattooed. I've always had a fascination for tattoos. I think they look really cool if they're done correctly, and I have an admiration for tattoo artists that have the guts to actually put something on you that's going to be there forever. So with that said, I do want to give you a tattoo tour of the Disney pieces that I've gotten throughout the year. So we'll start with some of my older pieces. So if we bring it on in here real quick, I will show off my legs first. And the very first Disney tattoo I ever got was of Goofy. It is of him thinking of Disneyland, because throughout my childhood, even throughout my adulthood, that's really all I ever thought about. Disney's my happy place, and Goofy's one of my favorite Disney characters. So I thought that would be a really cool tattoo that I got about 20 years ago of Goofy thinking of my happiest place on earth. Plus, it does have my wife's name on it. We had just gotten engaged, and I did have the guts to put her name on my leg, and we're still married to this day. So it all worked out for us. The next piece that I want to show you, probably my favorite Disney piece, is got to be my Sully and my Boo. So I'll kind of zoom in here again for you as well. But this piece is of Sully and Boo from Monsters, Inc. Definitely one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I have always had a fascination with this movie, especially after I became a dad. When my daughter was 2 years old, I really fell in love with Sully. In the movie, he just really takes care of Boo, and it just made me really think of me and my daughter and how I interact with my daughter and how much I care for my daughter and how much I love my daughter. And just I wanted to be this big, fluffy, gentle being that is Sully, and Boo definitely represented my daughter. So I got that tattoo done when my daughter was about 2 years old. So I'll move on to my next piece. I'll go on to my other leg, and on this leg, I have a tattoo of Carl from Up. And again, I'm kind of a big sap. I definitely love the Disney movies that are kind of sad, to be honest. So Carl, the whole point of the movie is he is trying to fulfill a dream that him and his wife had before she had passed away. So my wife is still very much alive and well, luckily, but just the way that he really wanted to fulfill her final wishes, he seemed like a really good husband, and that's all I want to be to my wife. So I thought it'd be a really cool piece to get Carl from Up. Kind of is symbolic of me saying, like, I am madly in love with my wife, and I want to be like Carl when I get old. I'm already a little bit grumpy, I'm at 42, so when I'm Carl's age, I'm probably going to be a lot more grumpy. But he's just a character that I really fell in love with because of the way that he loves his wife. So most of my pieces, as you can tell, are definitely family oriented, and that's kind of the theme that I went with. So moving on to my next Disney piece. I'm going to go to a much smaller piece here on the back of my leg. I have a stormtrooper from Star Wars. So, Star Wars is now officially Disney, and I've always loved Star Wars. Rewind. Actually, I haven't. I'm going to be very honest with you. Growing up, I didn't think Star Wars was, I never gave it a shot. I thought maybe it was kind of a lame movie. But my little sister, she loved Star Wars. And when episode 3 came out, she was like, hey, you got to go see the movie with me. So I was like, fine, like I'll be a good big brother. I'll go see the movie with you. And when I left the movie theater that day, I thought, holy cow, like this is the coolest movie ever. And since that day, when I saw episode 3, I have been hooked. I went and saw, episode 1 through 6. Like we binge watched that the whole weekend. Definitely have seen, 7 through 9. And I love all things Star Wars. So that was more of like a flash sale that a tattoo shop had. And just thought, hey, you know what? Let's get a stormtrooper because it's something that I've loved ever since my little sister took me to go see the movie. So to me, it's kind of like symbolic of me and my little sister. So again, family oriented. So I think I've shown you all the pieces that are Disney related on my legs. So let's move on to my arms, okay? Let's start off with my favorite one on my arm. I'll go right here on my forearm. This is obviously Hector from the movie Coco. And this one, once again, is really symbolic of me and my little girl. You're seeing a theme throughout my body. If you watch Coco, what is Hector trying to do the whole movie? He wants to get back to see his little girl. And when it got to the scene where he sings "Remember Me," the lullaby version to his little girl, I started crying in the movie theater, and I knew right then and there that like that's my next tattoo. I had to get him, all because of the way that he again loves and interacts with his daughter. So again, kind of why I'm doing this daddy daughter Disney duo as well. Just any way that I can bond with my daughter and show love for her as well. This piece was really symbolic to that. Plus, my wife was born and raised in Mexico, so the fact that this movie took place there was one of her personal favorites. So it's also again family oriented, and again why I chose to go with that tattoo to cover my forearm. Let's go with my other forearm. So on my hand here, or my arm, I have Mickey that is facing to the left, and underneath it, it says, "After all this time." And I'll show a picture in here, and my wife, if we were to hold hands, hers is Minnie Mouse facing Mickey, and hers says, always. So this is actually a little mesh between Disney and Harry Potter. So first, we just got the Mickey and Minnie facing each other. That's how the tattoo started. And then a few years later, we really got into Harry Potter, and we just really love that scene where Snape is kind of professing his love to Harry Potter's mother. And there's that saying where it says, like, you still love her after all this time? And then his answer is, always. So my wife and I have that tattooed on us forever. It's kind of a little love sappy thing that we have. But again, as you can see, all these Disney tattoos I have are very family oriented as well. So let's go to my smaller pieces on the inside here, my arms. So I do have Winnie the Pooh. He's just asleep with some honey because as I'm getting older, I think my favorite things to do is eat and sleep. And Winnie the Pooh is a pretty cool character. And then on this side, I've got Ray from Tiana, Princess and the Frog. And again, the reason that I love this character, it kind of goes back to my tattoo with of Carl. And the whole movie, what is Ray trying to do? He's trying to profess his love for Evangeline. So I even have the star there. So again, to me, this kind of represents me and my wife, and the love that I just have for my family. And he's just such a lovable, cute character. So I had to go get that done. My next piece, let's go over here. This actually is a cover up tattoo, to be completely honest. When I was 18 years old, I got the cross done, and I went and had a tattoo artist kind of bring it back to life a little bit. And because I already had Hector on this arm, I went ahead and had her add Dante from Coco, and right above it, there's like a sun that says the word faith in Portuguese. So I just thought it'd be kind of a cool piece to kind of mesh with Hector from Coco. Yeah, so that's a little cover up where I was able to add some more Disney flavor to it. And then finally, my newest piece, and probably my biggest of all, is over here on my left arm. I have Kylo Ren from Star Wars. So um, most of my tattoos were done by an amazing tattoo artist in Northern California, and his name is Ryan El Doogie Lewis. I highly recommend the guy. He did my Kylo Ren tattoo. He did my Sully and Boo tattoo. He did my Carl from Up, and he also did Hector from Coco. Phenomenal artist. If you want to look anybody up, I'll put his description. I'll put his name in the description. If you ever want to look him up, he does phenomenal work. Really good job with Disney pieces, especially. So, yeah, I had been kind of looking for a new piece, and I had contacted him, and kind of going back to my love for Star Wars. When I go to Disneyland with my daughter, one of our favorite rides to go on is Rise of the Resistance. And it's like, you know what? Let's do something Star Wars. I was thinking either Darth Vader or Kylo Ren. And my artist and I wound up going with Kylo Ren, and I absolutely love it. I'm glad that we went that route. So that's a little tattoo tour of all my Disney pieces that I have. So I got quite a few. I hope that you enjoyed the story behind them, why I got them, what they mean to me, and I hope that maybe I inspired you to go out and maybe get a couple Disney pieces like myself. So, anyways, I appreciate you watching like always. And until next time, we are the daddy daughter Disney duo. We got Nayeli behind the camera this time. Next time, we'll bring her back over here for our next video. But we really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you again for getting us past 100 subscribers. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.